Hey guys, welcome back to the Matt and Orford YouTube channel. So I thought I'd come on tonight and just go through what I've been doing this week in terms of life, career, everything like that really. Been a really busy week. Got a new group of students in at the moment. So we're taking them through their first week of training. So they're all the way up to handcuffing, I think, at the end of the week this week. So it's been quite a full-on week. Took my little girl into work on Friday, so she had a little view of what we're doing at work ourselves. It was good to give her a little bit of an impact on what we do and how we do it. And then I suppose from that perspective also, she's going into year 7, so it's kind of one of those that's quite important to me at the moment to make sure that Lacey has well, a little bit of confidence going in, a little bit of assertiveness, and we can sort of start building from there on what she does. And she knew about it before. She's been to work with me a couple of times, but I think now it's kind of the time where I'm just trying to re-emphasise some of the confidence building stuff that we've got going on. What else has been happening? So this week has been mainly faced around sort of CPD for myself. So with regards to work, it's going to be the case of in the next year or so, we're moving to a scenario-based training package. Now, at the moment, we follow sort of, I suppose, the EDIT method of training. So looking at giving them the full package pretty much every time they come in if they're on a refresher. But we're moving through to this scenario-based stuff. Now, I'm quite lucky that I've got somebody I know that's quite heavily involved with that. So it's been sort of tapping bits of information around the product itself and then trying to really build in and emphasise what I'm doing a little bit more around the product itself. So one of the things that I was suggested to look at this week was a little book called Practice Perfect by a guy called Lemov. And it's been a bit of a revelation, if I'm honest. It's kind of looking at it from the perspective of how we deliver training, how we deliver scenario training, and how we get the most out of the learners. And I suppose from my perspective, it's been quite useful in terms of my delivery style, how I go about talking to people, how I then build my, I suppose, own strengths into that as well. I think that there's a lot to do with that and how you're delivering a session. I try not to be too monotone, but I think sometimes when I watch these videos back, I sort of think that I am being a little bit monotone the way I speak, and it's just one of them. Sometimes I think that you try and be distinctive of what you're doing and the way you're going about it. But as I say, this book's been very useful, and he's got quite a lot of products within his sort of arsenal around teaching and stuff. He's a teacher himself, and he delivers on, I think one of his programs is called Teach Like a Champion. So that's a useful bit of kit if anybody's interested in developing themselves around whatever products you have. It was useful for me because I was looking at some of the cues that he and teachers that he's trained use with some of their students, you know, some of the cues around class management and stuff like that, and then things that are you know, some of the non-verbal cues that one of the teachers uses. It's very good actually. It was looking at the way in which she uses her hands to sort of cup around her mouth or do stuff like that to really emphasize to the students that it's their turn to speak or not to speak in that regard. What else has been going on then? Another really good book this week I've looked at is something called The Squiggly Career. So I would suggest that anybody, if you're in sort of a learning development role, you start looking at this yourselves. I think most of the time within our careers, we look at things from a fairly linear perspective. So it kind of emphasises that there's more than one way of going about your career. It doesn't have to always be going up a ladder. It can be, you know, as it says, squiggly in nature. So moving through different roles and trying to build a career that's fulfilling for you around the roles that you're in and any subsequent roles that might be associated with that, I suppose, is the right way of looking at it. So that was, as I say, that was quite a good little book. They've also got within that set up another book called You versus You Coach, I think it's called, something like that. But I'll I can find the link. I'll put the link in the description. But again, it's a very, very good system. They've got loads of podcasts on their stuff as well. That's really quite useful as well. I've been taking them quite a lot of those. And they both channels, in fact. So both of the channels that I've looked at, I've got some really inspiring and good free content. Teach Like a Champion's got some good content, and the website itself, I'll find the website for you. I think it's called Aspiring If or something along those lines. Also has some really, really good content to sort of facilitate as well. Plan for this week, we are looking to start getting ourselves ready. We're going to Cyprus next week. I know this channel is a lot about personal safety, but there'll be travel elements as well, I was going to say, with that. So we're looking to go to Paphos on Saturday next week. So that's a big thing for us. I will be doing the obligatory travel day with that. So again, some more content to look out for in hopefully prettier climates than we've got at the moment. I'm just looking out the window now and it's absolutely teeming it down. And it has been all weekend. The cricket got, as we know, if you're reading this afterwards or listening to this afterwards or watching this afterwards, the cricket, the Aussies retained the Ashes this week, which is not ideal, but there we go. So yeah, next week, another second week on the course itself, and we will be doing a little bit more work with the new students and hopefully embedding some of this stuff that I've been using this week, some of the teaching systems and teaching styles around that. So look forward to some of that. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and hopefully see you again soon. If you like the channel and you like the content, please like and subscribe, and we'll go from there. Cheers guys, thank you very much.